All right, 1 minute, guys. One minute. 1 minute counting, O'Driscoll. All right, 30 seconds. $15. All right, start pedaling now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll it out, guys. Good morning, everybody. Hey now, here we go. Get those legs cooking, get those legs moving. You tried to sign up for the ride this morning. Some people didn't see the plus button. So you're just riding this workout as if you're riding the workout alone on Zwift. But hey, we're all together on Zoom. That's what counts. Good to see your beautiful smiling face. So we're building on our 3-minute VO2 max, going up to 3.5 minutes. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. You know you love it. Wake those legs up. Keep reaching for the stars. Get fast, get strong, adapt to the stress. Oh, we're gonna have some fun. Driscoll, how you doing?
Everything is under control so far. How come some people got a plus sign, others didn't? What seems to be the problem?
I don't know. Let me tell you something. Guys at Zwift are not my
No.
I'm not in the inner circle right now, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Every week, it's like the first time I'm writing. Every single week, it's like the first time I'm writing them.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Frustrating.
I write you 2-3 times a week, every single week for the last 4 years. What's going on? So for some reason, the plus disappeared, but we all have access to the workout on Zwift. It's just, you won't virtually have your friends around you.
Maybe it's time to give Full Gas another call. Go, hey, Full Gas. What's that other one that was really complicated that we didn't like?
Adam.
Ah.
Adam. Too much thinking, bro. Too much thinking for 5:45. I just want to ride. I just want to race, Jerry. I just want to race. Jordan is going to miss out on the team banter on Zwift. Jordan, you have full green light to unmute if you'd like. And call people out. But you can't speak in that Canadian. You got to speak in English.
Hey.
5-hole upper deck sauce. Hey. All right, guys, just warming up. We got a long warm up, same warm up we've done for the last few weeks on these VO2 efforts. About 20 minutes. Then we'll get into it. We only got 6 tough efforts on this one, just 6. I'm okay. He's like, I'm going to stay on for 3 hours. I'm going to do 18. Get that, John? 3 times 6, 18. Let's use this warm up to our advantage. Get those legs moving. If you need to hit that down arrow, take a little more time. We'll do that. CJ's racing a half marathon this weekend. I'm racing Ironman Texas. Leaving tomorrow morning. You guys gotta get me fired up. All right, Emily? Yeah, get it fired up. Emily's still waking up. Toothpick in the eyes. Let's release that ankle right away. Wiggle your toes, relax your foot. Don't fight the pedal stroke. Nice and smooth, nice and easy. Cadence is in that mid 80s, low 90s. As we get moving, set the tone with some quick, efficient pedaling. If you have a tough time getting that cadence up, pay a little more attention to relaxing that lower leg. Coming up to 75%. Keep that cadence high. Light on your feet, upper body's relaxed. Big deep breaths. We're floating those knees up in the back of the pedal stroke. Not stressing those hip flexors. Letting the glutes do the work by dropping the heel in the front, driving the knee down. Weight back on the saddle. Not leaning too far forward. Last minute here before we get a little reprieve. Keep the cadence up. Come on. Try to get that cadence into the mid 90s by the end of this minute. Good, 10 seconds. Finish it off. Nice and light on the pedals. Never stomping. 3, 2, 1. So Jordan informed me for some reason, this is what I'm talking about. Bear with me while I vent. For some reason, the workout that's on Zwift solo is different than the workout we're doing. And all I do is take the workout from Zwift, from Training Peaks, and submit it to Zwift. So why is it different? I don't get it. So get through the warm-up, Jordan. Then you can use that little fast forward button to catch up to where we're at. Either way, we should all have about 20 minutes of warm-up. So we're getting some 30-second pickups, 8 by 30 seconds each round. I want to increase our cadence slightly. So 2 in the high 80s, 2 in the 90s, 2 in the high 90s, and the last 2 in the 100s. So we're going to keep working on that lower leg relaxation, smooth, efficient pedaling, and using the knee momentum to drive that cadence up. All right, here we go. Start bringing your cadence up now so it's not a shock as the power increases. Have to bring the cadence up too. Here we go. 2, one. Let's go. Cadence in the high 80s. Upper body's relaxed. Release your jaw. Release all tension on your face. 2, 1. Spin it out. Good. We can go right back there, cadence-wise. Like I always tell you guys, you're never going to race at a cadence too high of a cadence, but to be able to go there is a drill to help you work your efficiency. Bring your cadence up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Once you find that high 80, low 90 foot speed, just hang in there. Three, 2, 1. All right, let's bring the effort up to 90%, cadence mid to high 90s. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. A little more foot speed than the last round. We still can go higher when we need to. Two, 1, back it down. Good, everybody's looking relaxed. Nothing too tough here. Just getting those legs rolling. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Same thing. Mid to high 90s. Really think about a light pressure between the bottom of your foot and the insole of your shoe. Just a light contact in the shoe. The power is coming from the knee, not the foot. 2, 1. All right, here we go. We're going to bring it up into the high 90s, low 100 cadence. 3, 2, come on, bring cadence up now. 1, let's go. Good. Once you get there, keep it there. 3, 2, 1. Good. And spin it out. The faster we move our feet, the less muscular load, but the more aerobic load we're putting on the system. Bring the cadence up. 2, 1. So your legs shouldn't be burning after these 30-second efforts. But the heart rate might be coming up a little higher than you're used to seeing as we progress through them. Working those fast twitch fibers. Three, two, one. Good. All right, last round. Cadence coming up. 105 to 115. That's right, Bobby. That's what I said. 105 to 115. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Threshold effort. Come on, bring it up. Don't try too hard. Focus on the knees. Focus on relaxing. 3, 2, good. Really release your jaw. Get the tension out of that face. Smooth, relaxed efficiency. Make it look easy. 3, 2, 1. It's going to be the theme of the workout. Make it look easy. If you're riding the workout alone, hit pause and wait for us to catch up. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, back it down. We got 3 minutes easy. All right, so we got 3.5 minutes at threshold, at VO2 max, 6 times through. Yes, if you're paused right now, I'll keep you in the loop as to how much time we have left of rest. There's 2 minutes as of right now until we get going again on our first VO2 max effort. So we're going 6 by 3.5 minutes. 3 of them at 106%, 3 of them at 110%. We give VO2 max gains anywhere from that 106 to 120. All right, so we want to keep it in that window. 90 seconds till we get going. You need a little more time on the first 1 or 2. You can hit the down arrow a couple times. Just get the legs rolling. But these are going to be hard efforts, guys. We're going to have to work. Mentally, physically, emotionally. You might cry. 2, 1, 1 minute to go. Turn off the brain. Turn off any negative thoughts, feelings, emotions that try to kick in. As we fatigue, especially in these long distance races, we really peeled the onion down into the depths of our psyche. 3, 2, 30 seconds until we get going. And if there's anything down there, if there's anything that we're holding on to that could be negative, that impact us negatively, or something we've been trying to tamp down, it's going to show up. It's going to come out all of a sudden halfway through the bike ride in an Ironman. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 106%. All of a sudden on the bike ride halfway through, you're fatigued, you're deficient. Hopefully not as fatigued or as deficient as everybody else in the race. That onion is being peeled. All of a sudden you're thinking about the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, right? You need to learn to recognize those thoughts. Let them go by the wayside. And bring it back to the process. Cadence should be somewhere in the mid to high 80s, maybe low 90s. We're really working on reaching out of that comfort zone. Do the work, reap the rewards, because you know you did the work. I'm going to come back to this workout on Saturday. Halfway through the bike. Tell myself, I did this workout with you guys. I know I can finish 112 strong. Use our experiences and training to fuel the fire on race day. Come on, drive the knees. Think about that left knee. Drive it down. Drop the left heel. Right knee. Drive it down. Drop the right heel. Good focus, everybody. 2, 1. Very nice.
It weren't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Not that bad. You're not that bad. It's getting a nice long rest here, guys. Mulcahy, take the rest. I see Mulcahy just hitting the plus button. I don't want any rest. I'm Mulcahy. I'd rather you take more rest now and back the effort down more so and hit the plus button a couple times in the 3.5 minute effort. Then hit the plus button or skip the rest on a workout like this. All workouts have different goals, agendas. Some of the build your resiliency, your ability to recover under load, to maintain muscular tension for longer and longer durations. Workouts like this are meant to increase that power, increase that strength, increase your speed. So like I say every week, we don't want to shortchange this rest. If anything, we want to back it down and go easier than called for in order to get the most out of that 3.5 minutes. Make sure we're staying on our gels every 20, 25 minutes. Peter's finished 4th overall, 2nd in his age group at 70.3 Cebu, which is in the Philippines, this past weekend. And although he lives in the Philippines, he's a white dude originally from Czech Republic. I don't know if you guys know anything about Czech Republic. It's not the epicenter of heat and humidity. All right. He trains in the heat and humidity every day because he lives in the Philippines, but a lot of his success is attributed to his ability to take in what he needs calorically. 1,500 milligrams of sodium an hour and pH 1,500, 4 gels an hour. But he's practiced it. Every single workout, he tells me how much he took in, if it affected him positively or negatively. Then he goes into a race like that with some extreme conditions, super choppy swim, 99% humidity, 90-degree temperatures for the bike and the run. And the Czech boy crushed it. Stay on your nutrition. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds at a time, guys. Big deep breaths. Making it look easy. Just another interval. You go to the track. I tell you to run 12 quarter-mile repeats fast. 1 lap. You're going to finish each one huffing and puffing. These are your quarter-mile repeats on the bike. Good. 30 seconds at a time. Let's ride 30 to 30 to 30. You find your feet slowing. Focus on the knee drive. Left knee. Drive it down, float it up. 30 pedal strokes. Count that left knee. Go. Over to the right knee. 30. Drive it down, float it up. Go. Good. Drive them down together. Float them up. All the way in. Three, two, one. Good. This workout builds our grit, guys. On Thursday, I spoke about our need to harden up, become unshakable. No matter what's going on, we deal with it, put our head down and work. We don't let it rattle us. This is where that comes from. This home set testosterone gives us that edge, gives us that ability to harden up. So that no matter what happens, power's not telling us what we want to see. Our pace on the run isn't telling us what we want to see. We put our head down. And we work through it without going through the rest of the race with a pissed off look on our face or upset because a segment of the race didn't go our way. I know on Saturday, not everything's going to go my way. There's going to be tough sections. I'm not going to see what I want to see or feel what I want to feel. But I've done it. I've done a couple races here and there, and I know as long as I put my head down, focus on the here and now, stay tough, I'm going to get through that rough patch, that rough stint. These are the workouts where we get that from. We get that edge. We push beyond what we thought we were capable of. We adapt to the greater stress. Physically, yeah, but more importantly, mentally. It comes back to what I was saying on Thursday. The more we do things that we don't want to do, the more apt we are next time challenge or a hurdle pops up, to approach it with tenacity and that can-do mindset. So here we go. Number 3 coming up. Last one at 106%. Cadence in the high 80s, low 90s. Come on, guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it right from the start. Come on. Good. I want you to put your head down and count your breaths. 10 breaths. You're not watching the clock. You're just focusing on counting your breath. Head down. 2, 1, go. Good. Good way to focus on that relaxation is by counting your breaths. Now I want you to breathe that relaxation into your left ankle. For 30 pedal strokes, focus on relaxing your left ankle. 30, let's go. Over to the right. 30 pedal strokes, right ankle relaxation. Go. Good. Now combine them. Left side, right side. Come on, guys, reach. 2, 1, spin it out. Good. Big rest here. 5.5 minutes of rest. As we go up to 110. Every percentage point in the VO2 max range, you feel that extra stress on the system. It's like if you're bench pressing and you're at your max, every time you add 5 pounds, to that max. It feels like you're adding the weight of a skyscraper, right? So what's going up 4% from 106 to 110? It's a pretty big jump. Because we're already working our tail off and we're fatigued. So we got to find that focus. We got to find that flow. Funny, I was just watching a video of comparison between the same student. He's got a hidden camera on him. And in one instance, the student is watching Star Wars. In the other instance, he's watching a calculus equation be performed. In the Star Wars, he's totally zoned in. He's not moving. His chair isn't moving the slightest bit. Totally enthralled in the story, totally focused on what's going on the screen. In the calculus equation, same student, his chair's all over the place. He's spinning around. He's kicking his feet up on the table, fidgeting. He's not moving. He's moving all over the place, right? No focus. He can find the flow when he's watching Star Wars because he's so focused on the process of what's going on in the movie. Calculus, when it's not grabbing his attention and he's losing that focus, causes him to fidget, lose concentration. The mind wanders. He's thinking about other things. We all know it. We're all in high school calculus. 50-minute class goes by. You don't even know what the hell happened because you're thinking about something else the whole time, right? Thinking of what you're going to do in your 1985 Grand Prix after school. Gold with tan velour seats. The best. Give anything to that car back. But we got to find that focus, guys.
Did you ever have sex on the back seat? Yes or no?
I don't talk about that. This is a family educational show.
Someone had to ask. Sorry.
Consider me Bob Ross of painting. You think Bob Ross ever paints any obscene canvases? No.
I'll take that as a yes then.
Bob Ross is all educational. Chris just throws it right out there. All right, so point being, before I got sidetracked, our mind wants to do all these things, right? This is a calculus equation. I saw another Coach Todd, our East Coast contingent, post a picture. Said those that think too much fail to do. Those that do don't have time to think too much, right? Something like that. Look up Coach Todd's post on social media. We have nothing but time to think, to overthink when we're in these efforts, when we're out there on the course. Got to remember, we're not out there to think, we're out there to do. I'm not saying about execution or nutrition, that stuff we think about, but we're out there to think about where our future lies, when we're going to propose to our girlfriend, how much we missed that 1985 Grand Prix. Chris's obscene comments. We can always think about that later. Now is the time to do. Here we go, 110%, 3.5 minutes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Cadence in the high 80s, low 90s. Thirty seconds at a time. Weight back on the saddle. Find your tempo. Find your rhythm. All right, float your left knee up. 40 pedal strokes. Release your left foot. Float your left knee up for 40. Let's go. Good. Over to the right. Float your right knee up for 40. Count to yourself. Go. Good. Now together, float the knees up, almost like you're juggling a soccer ball. Straight up. No wobble in those knees. Look at your left. Look at your right. Three, two, one. Good. Keep your legs moving. Way to toughen up, guys. That's what I want to see. Never back down. Never say die. Know that things aren't always going to go our way. Put our head down, find our flow, come out of that valley, and we rally. Hey, come out of that valley and rally. It's our t-shirts. We know that valley's going to come. We don't let it stick. When I'm on course, the nice part of being on course with all you guys is I can see your face when you're out there on the run. And I can tell if you're in that flow, focus on the process, or if you're feeling sorry for yourself. When we finish a race, I come up, I say, what's wrong with you? What happened? Oh, I just wasn't feeling it. My legs weren't turning over, blah, 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 blah. Once you start telling yourself that excuse, you can keep telling yourself that excuse every time things start to go south, and you can pull the chute. give up on yourself. Got to remind yourself you're doing what you can do, getting the most out of yourself every step. And knowing that and having faith in that and believing that helps you get out of the valley and come back into that flow. I never want to pass somebody on the run and see a face where they've given up on themselves, or they just look pissed off being out there. We work too hard and devote too much to let a little negative inkling in your mind grow into something like the Jolly Green Giant and trump the day over what could have been success. Bobby, ran by Bobby in Oceanside. The dude was focused. Head down, moving his feet. Had an amazing day. Other people I ran by, looked at their face, just looked pissed off. Not my day. Ugh, I can't move my feet. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the hell up. Put your head down and go. You know you did the work. Get your nutrition in. Focus on the process and do what you can do. Guarantee it'll lead to good results. And you'll be happy with the effort afterwards. All right, number 2 coming up. 110%. Don't think, just do. Let's go. I made up this saying a few years ago, just do it. You might have heard it. Popular brand stole it. 2, 1, let's go. Top popular brand stole my saying. Just do it. I have the legal fees to fight it, so they can use it as much as they want. Do it. Good, 30 at a time. Don't even look beyond the current 30-second effort that you're on. Good, stability in the saddle. Drive your right knee down. Float your left knee up. 40 pedal strokes. Right knee down as left knee comes up. Count for 40. Let's go. Good. Left knee down. Float your right knee up. For 40. Count to yourself. Go. All right. Whichever side felt a little more foreign, right down, left up, or left down, right up. Focus on that side for 30 pedal strokes. Go. Just relax. Smooth, efficient pedaling all the way in. 3, 2, 1. Good. Anybody can do 5. It's the 6th one that separates us from them. I remember years ago hearing an interview from a pro triathlete who's won countless 70.3s and Ironmans. They're talking to him, and he said, I know I'm ready to race when I can do 6 by 3 minutes at 105%. Moving into our race ready phase of training. We're doing 6 by 3.5 minutes, 106, 110%. I'd say we're pretty darn near close. Just one aspect of our performance with the resiliency it takes and the reach, the focus, the mindset to get through a workout like this. We're on to something special, guys. 7 by 30 seconds left, right? 30-second efforts, 7 times through. Well, we know we'll be crossing that finish line. Exactly. We have each other to get through this, Rosie. Very nice. The reason I like doing these workouts with you guys at full power, I could be that Peloton instructor who just spins it easy and yells at you guys inspirational quotes. But I want to know what you're going through, right? I want to feel what you're feeling. A lot easy to say, push harder, come on. But if I'm actually going through it, I know it's freaking hard to push through. It's hard to put your head down and find that focus. But I also know we can do it. You see your teammate doing it on screen. You know I'm doing it. You have no choice. Put your head down, find your flow, and get through this 3.5 minutes. It's gonna hurt. It hurts. I know it. You don't have to tell me. Like I said at the start of this 4 minutes, this is what separates us. This is what makes us the athletes that we are. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Cadence up into the mid 90s if you can get there. Let's go. At least the high 80s. All right, left knee, float it through the top and drive it down. So it's blah, boom, blah, boom, blah, boom. Float through, drive down. Left knee. Count that for 30 pedal strokes. Let's go. Good. Over to the right. Float it through the top. Drive it down. 30 pedal strokes. Go. Same thing on your left. Float it through the top. Drive it down for 30. Go. Back to the right. 30. Go. Combine the two. Left knee, right knee. Through the top and down. Go. All the way in. Come on. Three, two, one. There we go. All right. 3.5 more minutes here. And we'll load on a little low end tempo work on top of the fatigue. Keep your legs moving. No skipping the 10 minutes, guys. We got to load on the tempo work on top of it. Going out to run with the Mammoth Track Club. Bunch of Olympians, Med Plefsky, Dina Castor. I wasn't with Ryan Hall when he was there. He was off doing something else in Arizona, but Ryan Hall was a member of the team. Bunch of Olympians at the distance event up in Mammoth. We would train in the summers. And we'd always do, every Tuesday, it was the same workout. Never changed. 4 by a mile, fast, on a good amount of rest. And we'd always finish with 2 to 3 miles, race pace tempo, low end race pace tempo on top of the speed work. We're building that, we're putting the stress, the tension on the muscles on top of the fatigued, depleted load that we've already built throughout the past hour and 5 minutes. So we don't want to skip out on this and just say, I don't got time for that 10 minutes. It's a crucial part of the workout in this segment of training, and you're going to see it on pretty much every Tuesday, Thursday ride for quite some time to come. While I'm thinking about it, if you guys haven't went into Thursday's workout yet, do it afterwards, right after this, and go sign up for the ride, just to be sure that when Thursday comes, it doesn't lock you out again. So right after this ride, go click on Thursday's link and sign up for Thursday's ride. All right, 70% for 10 minutes. Just find your O'Driscoll tempo at the high 70, low 80 cadence, 2, 1. First couple minutes might feel a little tough. Blood pooling in the legs after all of VO2 max. Just like when you push up hard up a hill in a race, right? When a course gets harder, we want to push a little harder, so we slow down the least. So going uphill, we want to push, right? We want to add some watts, add some beats. But your legs take a little more of a load. They took a little more of a beating. You push to the top, blood pools in those legs, and they're heavy. But doing this type of workout, you feel, hey, you know what? I drive through for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I know I come out on the other side feeling good. So I don't need to back it down. The Troy went up to Morro Bay Camp this weekend, which was a resounding success. But we're talking about when he was riding on PCH. And he's like, man, in the headwind, I had no problem keeping my watts where I wanted them. But with the tailwind, I just couldn't get them there. And he felt kind of bad about his performance. To which I had to remind him that, remember, when we're into a headwind or going uphill, we want to push a little harder. Add a couple watts, add some beats. Go on the high end of the range you're supposed to keep it in. But when you're going downhill or have a tailwind, you're on the low end. You burn too many matches if you were trying to keep that power up as you're getting slightly pushed from behind with that tailwind. So he wanted to be in like 180, 200 watt range. With the tailwind, he could barely hit 180. And that's correct. Otherwise, it's like you're doing a bench press and someone's giving you a spot. Their hands are under the bar with a light weight, and you push as hard as you can, right? You throw that weight right through the ceiling. Put your bike into your chain ring, or your chain into a bigger gear, push a lower cadence, and stay on the lower end of that watt range with the tailwind. So find that good tempo. $75 to $80. Dial in. Perfect execution, good stability on your saddle. Alignment in the knees. They're equal distance from the top tube. Look down. Left knee, right knee. About an inch and a half from the top tube. And they stay there every pedal stroke. Not bowing out or diving in. Wiggle your toes. Release your ankle, relax your calf. Drop your shoulders, relax your traps. Wiggle your fingers, soften your elbows. O'Driscoll, how'd they do today?
Everybody's got great focus in the event of adversity. You know, a lot of people not getting on. Everybody's still here. It's good. I love these extra 10 minutes, Jim. This is a little bit of icing on the cake right here. It's good.
That's right. Want to do the crime? Got to do the time. Emily, how'd they do? Thumbs up. That's all I need to see from Emily, that thumbs up. And we know you did well, because she would tell you. She'd be honest. Thumbs down from Emily means we'd have to stay on for another hour. Good. Keep that cadence 75 to 80, guys. If you're on a TT bike, work the TT position. If you're on your road bike, you can move around the bars. Drops, top, hoods, base bar.
Hey, Jim, I wanted to talk about the mental games from this kind of workout, how you mentally accomplish too.
Yeah, go.
Right? Pushing through and mentally accomplishing those 3.5 minutes gives you that mental gain in the outdoor environment as well. You know,
Yeah,
push through.
It's so important. So how do you feel in the 3.5 minutes, Johnny? How do you relate that feel to when you're out there racing? What do you feel similar that you do in that 3.5 minutes that you do when you're on course, you as an athlete?
Well, I'd be able to, I feel like I can push through it. To me, 3.5 on the trainer is nothing outside. That's 6 minutes outside to me. So you can double what you do on the trainer outside. So next thing you know, you're like, wow, I pushed up that hill. That was a 15-minute climb.
It's funny you say that because I was talking to another athlete yesterday who did well at Oceanside, but I feel there's more in the tank, right? He's telling me I'm worried. I don't know what to expect if I push a little harder, right? How is my body going to respond? And it's workouts like this where you prove to yourself and you build that confidence that you can push harder right on that rivet and survive and thrive. Feel alive. But if you were just sitting in zone 2 all day, never testing yourself, that's all you know on race day. You wouldn't have the confidence, the wherewithal that you could push harder and survive. The nutrition has to be there, and you have to have a feeling for the effort. But I think a lot of us have more in the tank than what we're showing. We're just scared to go there. Which is why I've been harping on our need to harden up. Impenetrable armor, inside and out. Emotionally, mentally, physically, nothing phases us. We find our flow and we move forward. This has been an amazing work, guys. Way to push, way to reach. Like Bobby said last week, 3 minutes. We thought we couldn't go a second longer. 3.5 this week. Those are some adaptations. We have our 2 p.m. call, guys. Join. I'll send out the reminder email in a little bit, but really solid work. Let's make sure we get recovered. Get on those carbohydrates. Stay on your electrolytes. And we'll see you guys at 2 p.m. Awesome work, guys. Love you. Bye.